Hi guys, this is Dr. Farjana. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Like always, it's such an honor to connect with you. Today I want to talk about how to change your energy. How to change your energy. Sometimes you'll wake up in the morning and you will start analyzing an argument that might have occurred with your loved one, a challenge that you may have faced during the work day, whatever it may be. And then you end up sometimes just sitting there and ruminating over it. And especially at nighttime, it gets really intense and you can't fall asleep. You're like, what's going on? What is going on? And then there's this just a story just replaying over and over of how could he do this? How could she do that? Da, 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 and it keeps going, right? So what do you do? What do you do? How do you change your energy? Number one, don't see it as a problem. See it as a spiritual event. So look at every problem as a spiritual event. That alone changes the frequency. That alone changes the frequency. Even if you call a problem a challenge, that changes the frequency. Next, remind yourself that see it as an ego release. So remember, one of our purposes in life daily is to release our ego and other people's ego, right? To let go of our ego and other people's ego. And that just makes us stronger, right? It builds our consciousness. So remind yourself like, hey, that event is already over. That event is already over. I release my ego. I release other people's ego. That event is already over. So what are the particular steps that you can use? Like, what are the particular steps you can use? Number one, and really take out a pen and paper and do this, right? Or put it in your notes section and answer these questions. What emotion am I feeling? This emotion will only reinforce the losing cycle. So identify it and release it. So again, what emotion am I feeling? This emotion will reinforce the losing cycle. Identify it and release it. Next, come up with a solution for the next time it occurs. So come up with a solution for the next time this challenge may occur. Mentally rehearse it. Mentally rehearse that it's going to go well. You're going to communicate effectively and move on. So this is extremely important to come up with the solution for the next time. Next, say to yourself, I refuse to be a victim to any circumstance in life or someone else's life. I refuse to be a victim to any circumstance in life or in someone else's life, right? Whatever circumstance that they may be going through, whatever toxic dynamics that they may be involved in. Like, you have to refuse to be a victim to any of it. I refuse to be a victim because I love myself too much, right? What do you do with the flashbacks, right? So what do you do when those flashbacks come at night? What do you do? Or during the day? Again, say to yourself, not a problem. It's a spiritual event. This helps change the associated emotion. Just keep telling yourself, not a problem. It's a spiritual event. And what ends up here is when you start doing that, it helps change the associated emotion because you're seeing, like I said, it not as a problem, right? You're detaching and reframing that programming in your mind. Like, wait, this is not a problem. It's a spiritual event. What are you talking about? It's a spiritual event. This is only going to make me stronger. It's only going to make me stronger. And then you move on. So what ends up happening is that associated emotion of anger or betrayal or someone not being there for you, someone not prioritizing you, all of that starts defusing, right? All right, guys, take care of yourself. I hope this helps, okay? So how to change your energy. The biggest key here is don't see it as a problem. See it as a spiritual event. Release your ego daily and their ego daily. Remind yourself that the event is over. It seriously is over. It's just etched in your memory because of that mind-body connection with that emotion, right? With that mind-body connection with that emotion. So the goal is to really start changing that emotion, identifying it, and processing that emotion and changing it with an elevated emotion, right? All right, guys, I hope this helps. Do the work. You'll start seeing changes in your life. All right, take care of yourself.